Shalom, Israel. This is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. This is the Saturday Sabbath service. With that, I Madium, which means to stand. I'm going. First, brother, present yourself and state your registry.
Yawash, Banyahawada, Banyahawshala.
Yawash, Banyahawada, Banyahawshala.
Yabashim Yawshabagata.
Yabashim Yawshabagata.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
All right, Sar Wapad Yahakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We'll do the Lord's Prayer in the English or in the Hebrew and the English.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat
Shemayah.
Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malatuka. Taba'ah. Ratazak. Hayah. Asha. Ba'ratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayah. Netanlanaw. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknaw. Kabawatnaw. Kasalaknaw. Kabawatnaw. Wala'ah. Tabia'anaw. Bonasai 1. Abal. Hawashah now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala'ah, Wahatapara, Na'awalami, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debt.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
To temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
For
thine is the kingdom.
And
the power.
And the
glory.
Forever. So be it. This is a prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushua. Babu Kushah. Netanlanaw. Hakat. Rapa'ah. Kal Machalah. Wakal Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazarium. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamathia. Hakat. Arakawath. Atama'Allah. Lagarsha. Ba'ashim Yahushua. Tawada Aman.
In English. Yahweh.
The
name of Yahushua.
The name of Yahushua.
The power against unclean spirits.
To
cast them out.
In
the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
So be it.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'am, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayam, Waratazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Wagalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Anah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Awyah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Atapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaska, Wabawaaka, Mata, Wa'id Awalam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al Damayalaka,
Al Damayalaka,
Al Takarash,
Al Takarash,
Al Tashakwat,
Al Tashakwat,
All,
All,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ana,
Ana,
Awayabika,
Awayabika,
Yahama Yawan,
Yawan,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Sha'a,
Sha'a,
Salaki, Sha'awa,
Sha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka,
Al-Imaka,
Yahweh Yamwa,
Yamwa,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayata Atazwa,
Wayata Atazwa,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magawa,
Magawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Tazawa,
Nawai Tazwa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Al Yakar,
Al Yakar,
Baryath,
Baryath,
Yakarthwa,
Yakarthwa,
Ahalya,
Ahalya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashama'alyam,
Wayashama'alyam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagaryam,
Wahagaryam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalat,
Wa'amalat,
Palashath,
Palashath,
Am Yashabia,
Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawat,
Zarawat,
Labunya Lawat,
Labunya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasayasara'a,
Kasayasara'a,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kwayashwan,
Kwayashwan,
Nishadmawa,
Nishadmawa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Dara,
Dara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayamawa,
Nadiyamwa,
Kaira,
Kara,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazamana,
Wakazamana,
Kal Nasiyakamwa,
Kanasiyakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarash,
Nayarash,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ath,
Ath,
Nawath,
Nawath,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rakal,
Rakal,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Tabia Ira,
Taba Ari,
Wakala Abba,
Kalaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Thardatma,
Thardatma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapatka,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Tabalaham,
Tabalaham,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabawa,
Wayabawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wakaparwa,
Wakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wadadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Al Kaharatiza.
in English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O power.
And be not still, O power.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies, make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted.
Against
thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more.
May be no more.
In remembrance.
In remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As unto Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasson.
At the brook of Kasson.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like Uriel.
Make their nobles like Uriel.
And like Ziel.
And like Ziel.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amun.
And as Amun.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of the power.
The houses of the power.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like the wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stove before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them without tempest.
So persecute them without tempest.
And make them afraid without storm.
And make them afraid with that storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble forever.
And trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. This is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Miyaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim.
Wa Allahayim.
Matazabah Salakia. Matazabah.
Matazabah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapim.
Alawapim.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Ha Kotazayanyam.
Hakutazayanyam.
Ha Chayawyam.
Hakayoyim.
Wa Akwathim.
Wa Akwathim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Tawara Aman.
Tawara Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
Michael.
Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
The curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich.
Of Israel.
Of Israel.
That refuse.
That refuse.
To give to the school.
To give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into that sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia.
The militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
That's the space program.
That's the space program.
Army. Navy. Air Force.
Marines.
Space Force. Wall Street. Open up the internet.
And
the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. And try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plague. Shake the house. Of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And Gabriel. Come down. With the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That is the angels. That have done it. Cause it to be spread. Through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. Right, Sar. No, slack it. Oh, yeah. Sar. You turn face to front. Yeshabian, which means to sit. All right, Shalom Israel. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Our usual Sabbath service. We ended last week in, I believe it was Genesis chapter 30 and verse 2. We were picking up in Genesis chapter 30 and verse 3 in the Hebrew. We whenever you got it, you go and get started.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 3 in the Hebrew.
It's like, make sure y'all got y'all Bible hub in front of y'all, so y'all can follow along. You know what I mean, so that y'all not left behind as well. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 3. What thou more? Hana'a. Hana'a. Amataya. Bala'a. Ba'a. Alaya'a. Wata lad. Oh. Ow. Bawakaya. Barakia. Wa'a bana'a. Go. Gum. Anakaya. Mana'a. Mamana.
What's like it? Mamanha.
Mamana. Verse 4. Wata thun.
God.
Law.
Lawa.
Lawa. At. Balaha'a.
Balaha.
Balaha. Shapaka'ata.
Shapakafa.
Say it again.
Shapakafa.
Shapakata.
What's like it? Shapakatha.
Shapakata. La asha'a. Wayaba'a. Alaya'a.
Al-Yaha.
Ayaha.
Al-Yaha.
Ayaha.
Okay.
Ya'aqua. Yeah, that's his name. Verse 5. Oh, wataha. Balahaha. What the lad? Ya'aqua. Ban. Verse 6. What the alamor? Wakal. Dana Naya. Alahim. Wagal. Wagam. Yes, like it. Shemai. Bakwalaya. What is Bakwalai or Bakwalaya? Bakwalaya. Wayatan. Laya. Ban. All. Owl. Kun. Kora. Aha. Aha.
Kora.
Kora. Ah.
Kora.
Kora. Aha. Some more. Some. Some what? That's what it was. Done. Verse 7. With the hamor. It's like with the har. Aradad. Arad. With the lad. Balaha. Supakata. Supakat. It's like Wakal. Ban. Senunya. Laya ayuwap. Laya aikwas. Like verse 8. With the more. Wakala. Napakata walaya. Napat the warrior. Alahim. No, napat the warrior.
Warrior.
I have wrestled. Napat the Thoria. I said it right. Not the thong. Napatol. The
That's past tense on the plural.
I'm Akataya. Ataya. Gun. Yakotaya. With the kwa ba'a. Some more. Some what? What is it? It's like napata napat yeah. Napatoya. Verse 9. With the ra'ah. La'aha. Right? Yeah, right. La'ah. Kai. Kaya. Amada.
We see she in the red, then you know to pronounce that ha by itself. But when you don't see the she in the red, then you just merge it into the word.
So I pronounce the ah by itself.
So, because there's a ha, or because of the she there. Ahmad ha. So,
all right. Malata. Matakwa ka. Malaquat. At. Lapa. Sepat. Sepaka. Ta. Wata. Watatan. Ata. The aquam. Yeah, Iquab. La Asha. Verse 10. Wata la Zalapa. Supakat. Supakat. La Bajaquap. Bajaquap. Ban. Verse 11. Let the Amor. Bagad. Ba'a. God. Let the Qua. Ba'a. At. Shamowa. Shamowa. Shamoa. God. Verse 12. Wata lad. Ushapakat. Ba'a. Ban. Sanaya. La Qua. 13. With Shamoya. That's right. Bashoya. Kaya. Ashamor. One ya. Wanawat. Watakwa. Watakwa. Watakwaya. At. Shamwa. Ashor. Verse 14. Walaak. Wa'a. Ra'a. Waban. Waban. Bayamoya. So is it? Bomaya. Bayamaya. Is it M? Bayamaya. Bayamya. Okay. I'll try to pronounce it. Get the M. What the Zayura. What is a yor? Kata Katayum. Waya ma Tazaya. The Wada Yum. Bashad Wayaba Atum. Oh La'a Amwa with the Amor Wakal Oh La'a Ya Na La'a. It's like yes, like it. Madawa Da'a Banak Banka Banka 15 Yata Amor La'a Hama'at Hama'ait Kwa Tak Patang I said Kwaka Kwaka Kwakat Ka A Ayashaya Ayasha Wala Kwak Tha Gum At the Wada Yeah Banya with the Amor Wakai Waka Wakan Lakan Ya Yes Jacob Yeshakab Amakat Halayaha Halayalaha the Ka over here the word it's like it the word the Bana Banka verse 16 Wayaba Waya Aqua Mine. Hashada. Ba'arabah. Barab. Wata Kaza. La'a. Laqua. Laqara. Dawa. Seen that right?
La Qura'ah.
No, say it again.
La
La
Qura'ah.
Qura'at. Right. Alaya. Dabawa. Kaya. Kaya. Shakar. 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 Shakartaya. Shakarat. Yaka. Dawa. The Aya. Banai. Banya. Wayasha. Kaba. Wajashakab. Amaya. Ama. I'm her. Yeah. Balaya. Bayala. Bayay. Ba. Bayaya. Hawa'a. Verse 17. Wayasham I. Alahim. Alahim. All. Wata more. It's like it. Wata her. Wata lad. Laya Aikwa. Ban. Kamaya. Kamayashaya. Kamayashia. 18. Wata more. La'a. Nathan. Alahim. Shakarya. Ashar. That's Ashar. Nataya. Natatiya. Sapakatya. Laaya Shaya. Say that right? Laayasha. Right? Like Laaya Shaya. Watakwa at. Wata Kwara at. Shumawa. Shumwa. Yashar. Yasha. Yashakar. Verse 19. With the har. Awad. The ah. With the lad. Ban. Shashaya. The ayawakwab. Verse 20. With the amor. The ah. Zabadanya. Zabadanya. Alahim. Atanya. Atia. Zabad. Tawad. Tawad. Tawab. Tawab. Hapa'am. Yazab. Lanaya.
Yazabal Naya.
Here. I said
Yazabal
Yazabar
Naya.
Naya. Aya Shaya.
I guess.
Ayasha. Ayasha. Kaya. Yalad. Yalataya. Lawa. Shashad. Shasha. Banyam. What the Kwa At Sumwa Zaba Lawan Zabalawan 21,
All the way to
26. Wa'a Kawa Wa'a Kawa Wa'a Kar Yalaha Ban Bat What the Kwa'a At Shamaha the Yan the Ya'a 22 Wayazad Zakara 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 Alahum Alahain At Wakal ويشماي على يها على هيم ويا pata ka ويا paka at wakama wakama wakam ha 23 with 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 the hamar with the har with the lad ban with the amor al-qasab. Say the word al-qasab. Asap. Alahaim. At. Kara. Pataya. Twenty-four. With the kwa. With the kwaya. It's like it. Kora. At. Shawan. Yo, what's up? La Amor. Yo, what's up? What's up? Yahweh. Kaya. Ban. Akar. $25. Waya aya. Waya haya. Kaashar. Yalada. Right? Yalada. Wakal. At. Yawasap. Waya more. Ya Aquab. All at. So like all. Laban. Shala Khan. Yeah. Shalak. Yeah. Kaha. Ha. Oh. Makwao. Maya. Say that right? Makorum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makorum.
Wala a watazaya.
Wala Arataza.
Wala arataza.
Yeah. Wala Arataza.
26. Tana at Nashai. Yeah. Nashaya.
Nashaya. Yeah.
Wa'at. Nayadia. Ashar. Abada. Yeah. Abadia. Ataka. Bahan. Wa'ala. Kaha. Kaya. Ata. Yada'a. Yada'ai. At. Abantaya. Ashamor. Ashor is like I Banta Batanya Ka Aba Tayaka. 27. Waya Amor. Allah Yawa. Ayawa. Laban. Na'a. Mataza Ataya. Kan Paaya Nayaka. Bayan Yaka. Bayayanaka. Nakash Kaya.
We talking to past this right now, so you're gonna see a lot of those suffixes again. Mostly Kaya. Jacob's talking to first person, so he's saying I did this and I did that. So you're gonna see a lot of Yaka. You're gonna see a lot of Kaya.
Waya ba Aka Waya Barak.
Naya.
Yahweh. Bagala Ka Bagalaka.
Are you going to English?
30 and
30 and 30.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 3 in the English. And she said, Behold, my maid, Belaha, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon myself knees, that I may also have children by her.
All right, so just to get a backdrop, in last week's class, we went into Genesis, I believe 28 through I think we stopped at 30, where we're picking up now. So Jacob has his 4 wives, right, and they're starting to have children for him. Basically, that's what we're picking up right now, and this is where you're gonna see, like as we read through, you're gonna see. Well, actually, go ahead and read on, then I'll explain.
Verse 4, and she gave him Baha, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went to her.
So at this time, Rachel wasn't having children at the time, so that Jacob could have children, she gave her husband Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, so that she can have children. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel said, God hath judged me, and also heard my voice, and had given me a son. Therefore called she her name Dan. His name Dan is like him.
So in these 2 chapters, so in the previous chapter and chapter 30 as well, you start to see this is where brothers and sisters get their names. Like in here in the ISUPK, we have a tradition where a brother, a sister will come in here, they'll do their 90 days to share themselves to the world, all the lies and the bad habits and all of the wrong thing that we were doing in the world. We get 90 days to share ourselves with that, get counsel, get help through whatever we're going through. And then once you clean up and your camp leader approves it, then you'll get a name, and a priest will give you a new name that's clean.
Right.
That's where this tradition comes from that we keep in here. It comes from this chapter or this chapter and verse right here. And you get your name based on your spirit. I mean, that's what you're seeing here. So read that again, Bob, that verse you just read.
Verse 6, and Rachel said, God had judged me, and had also heard my voice, and had given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan.
All right, so as we do in the Sabbath service, we read the scriptures in the Hebrew, in the Lashon Kodash, or the Holy Tongue in the English, and then we'll read it in the English so that you can get the full 360 scope of what the scripture is talking about. So the word Dan means judge, right? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 7, and Baal, Rachel's maid, conceived again, and bare Jacob a second son.
What you're going to see as we keep on reading, you're going to see a similar pattern where the mother, like it's not our culture to just name our children something just random. Like nowadays, like you'll see I don't want to throw no names out there, but like you'll see like a lot of times like we'll give our children names, but it won't really have too much depth to it.
Right.
Because we had our culture taken from us. We had our culture snatched from us and stolen from us. But you know what I mean? You look around and you see a lot of our brothers and sisters, we got the last name Johnson or Jackson or Jefferson. That's not by accident. The names that we have are what we call slave names. The names that we had in the world come from our slave masters, hence slave names. So to show that we belong to a particular slave master, they would give us their last name, right? But in our attempt, when we're in the world, as an attempt to try to break away from that slave mentality, so to speak, where we're becoming aware that we had the same name as our slave master, in an attempt to break away from that, we start to name our children some wild names like
Blue Ivy.
What you got?
Blue Ivy.
Oh yeah, Blue Ivy and Northwest, and we start to name our kids some crazy stuff. And it's an attempt to break away from, you know what I mean, the slave culture that we was raised in. But it's still not our culture. And that's what happens when you don't have a culture.
Right.
When you try to break away from your slave master, but you don't have a culture to turn back to, then you start to do things like that. But in here, we've broken away from our slave master and his culture, and we went back to our culture. So now we follow these traditions that you're reading here in Genesis, the 30th chapter. All right, go ahead, read on.
Verse 8, and Rachel said, with great wrestling have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name, what's his name? No, Naphtali.
So these are two sisters. They basically like they wrestling for the love and attention of their husband. You know what I mean? But this is what Rachel feel like she going through. I mean, she feel like she's like wrestling for the attention of her husband, and now she's able to have or Bill, her maid, is having a child for her husband now. So she feel like because now she gave her husband her handmaid, now she done prevailed over her sister. Which is this whole thing is small. You know what I mean? This whole petty wrestling, this whole petty back and forth is small, but that's what she feel like, right? So she named her son Naphtali, which comes from the word Naphathal, which means to wrestle. And then Yah at the end is a possessive that means me or my, which means basically the son's name means I wrestled, right? Which is the spirit, or which is why she named her that. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 9, when Leah saw that she had left bearing, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her Jacob to wife.
Right. And what these sisters are doing, just sidebar, it's actually really in the spirit of it, it's really sisterly.
Right.
I mean, like these sisters aren't they're coming into issues with having children for their husband. So a lot of times if a brother will marry a sister and she either doesn't want children or can't have children for whatever reason, she will do everything in her power to make sure that brother can't get can't get another wife, which is absolutely permissible and lawful according to the Most High. That's a man's right to do.
Right.
But in nowadays, days and age, because again we had our culture stolen from us. A sister nowadays will do everything in her power to make sure her husband can't, get another woman who can have children. But what these sisters are doing is very honorable and very sisterly, to where they want children. They want to give this man children, but the Most High is how it's described in the Bible. He's closed up their womb, so they're not having children right now. So what they did, instead of being selfish and keeping their husband from having children, they allowed their another woman to have children. And you'll see that once they, like, I believe this is Leah, right? She was having children. I believe she's up to like wrong with a jump ahead. I believe she's up to like 6 now, and then she stopped having children. So she gave her the handmaid. And you saw earlier in this chapter, Rachel did the same thing because she wasn't having children. But you'll see later that the Most High is going to allow Rachel to have children as well, and then she'll start to have children. But go ahead.
Verse 10, and Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad. And verse 12, and Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a second son. And Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. Verse 14, and Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes.
Now, what you're about to see here is something very spiritual. What I was saying before, what these sisters is doing is very sisterly, very, very kind, and very what's the word? Very sisterly, to say the least.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we're about to see an example of how sisters should deal with one another. You know what I mean? How sisters, especially like if you happen to be two women who share the same husband. This is a very excellent example of how sisters should resolve conflict between one another, because this ain't no fairy tale. You know what I mean? We come in the truth, we shared ourselves in the world and all of that. We learn our culture, but you know what I mean. Family still has conflict. Family still, you know what I mean, has disagreements, has odds, I mean, things like that. But you're gonna see how they handle it. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 15. And she said unto her, Is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband?
Uh-huh.
And wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes.
So in the previous chapter, Leah lay with Jacob first and then Rachel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Rachel was the preferred one. It says in the scriptures that Rachel was fair to look on, Leah was tender-eyed. So Leah was the one that Jacob was the most attracted to, but she was sweet, she was kind. You know what I mean? But so Rachel is like Rachel wanted some of where was it at? Rachel wanted some of the mandrakes that Leah's son had gotten. Right now, if you look up what a mandrake is like a aphrodisiac. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, we know the aphrodisiac, right? Is right. So it's basically something to get you in the mood to, you know what I mean, to give your husband or your wife their due benevolence, right? So she's asking Leah, let me get some of the mandrakes. And read verse 15 again, Baba Kasha.
Verse 15, come. And she said unto her, Is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also?
So Leah, he already want you. Like she was the one that Jacob was the most attracted to. And he already has a desire for you. What do you need my mandrakes for? Like, but you gonna see what they did. Go ahead, read on.
And Rachel said, Therefore she shall lie with thee tonight with thy son's mandrakes.
So what she did was compromise. Like she wanted something from the sister, uh, and in exchange, so she got the mandrakes, and she said, "All right, if you give me some of these mandrakes, Jacob can lie with you, can have you tonight. You know what I mean? I'll stand back. I'll get out your way, let y'all do y'all thing, let y'all have y'all evening, leave y'all alone, and in exchange, I'll take some of these mandrakes, and then the next night, then it's all her. They made a compromise, and sometimes that's just what you got to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But what you see a lot of times, like nowadays, like you find out that your husband got another wife or another family, and what you see sisters doing nowadays, they want to go run up on the sister. Meanwhile, she probably don't even know nothing about you, but you run up on a sister and you want to go upside her head. That's what you see a lot of times in our communities. Again, because we haven't, you know what I mean, we lost our culture. But you see how these sisters, these righteous sisters, even though they wanted something, that they both wanted something, they both wanted the attention from their husband that night. They both made a compromise so that they can keep their relationship with their husband intact, and they can keep their relationship with one another intact. Because at the end of the day, they still family. All right. It's like you go every day.
Verse 16. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrake. And he lay with her that night. 17. And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob a fifth son. 18. And Leah said, God had given me my hire, because I have given my maid to my husband. And she called his name Issachar.
So because of that whole transaction, because of that whole situation, she named her son Yashikar, which means he Salakia, he is my hire, basically. So go ahead.
Verse 19. And Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son. Verse 20. And Leah said, God had endured me with a good Dory now where my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name, I say, Zebulon. So Zebulon. Verse 21. And afterward she bare a daughter and called her name Daa. 22. And and God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened unto her and opened her womb. 23. And she conceived and bare a son, and said, God hath taken away my reproach. 24. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son. 25. It came to pass, when Rachel had born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away, that I may go into my own place, into my country. 26. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. Verse 27. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned my experience that the Lord hath blessed me for thy sake. That's it.
So after his wives have given him all this children, now he's like, all right, it's time for me to go back home, because before his father passed, Isaac, he had told him, don't, you know what I mean, don't raise up your family in a strange land. Come back to where, you know what I mean, come back home, to the land where the Most High promised them, and raise your family up. So he's like, all right, I got my family, I got my kids, I got my wives, I'm ready to you know what I mean, leave Laban's house and go back to where his father commanded him to go. Remember, he had to work for Laban 7 years to get for Rachel. He ended up giving her Leah, or he ended up giving him Leah, and then he worked 7 more years for Rachel,
Right.
And then he worked 6 more years after that.
Right.
So he's like, all right, I done spent 20 years with you. It's time for me to go. All right. So now he's about to get his wages for the time that he served him and for what he worked for, so that he can take him and his wives and his children and his possessions back home, like his father commanded him before he died. All right. With that, it's like I imagine, which means to stand.
Now y'all are fine.
Y'all are good.
Y'all fine.
Y'all. And present yourself and state your registry.
Zakaria Bun Gad Bun Yashala.
Zakaria Bun Gad Bun Yashala.
Yahbashim Yasham Rakatum.
Yahbashim Yasham Rakatah.
La Shala.
La Yashala.
Are you shopping, which means to sit? Did we see that?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 28 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Nakobah, Shakar, Sharaka,
Shakarka.
Shakarka, Salaki. Alaya, Wa'at, Wa'atana.
Wa'afna. Almost heard that.
Wa'athna,
Wa'athun. Or Salaki. Wa'athana. Yeah, you got it right. Salaki.
Wa'athana,
Yeah, come Wa'athana.
Wa'athana. Verse 29. Wayamar, Alaya, second. Alaya wa, Ata, Yada, Yada, Yadaya, Yadayata, Ashar, Ibad, Tayaka, Ibad Tayaka, Wa'ath, Ashar, Haya, Makwana, Saki, Makwanak,
Makwanka.
Makwanka,
Makwanka.
Makwanka, Ataya,
Yeah.
verse 30. Kaya, Ma'ait, Ashar, Haya, Laka, Lapanya, Wayap, Aratiza, Larab, Wayabarak, Yahweh, Ataka, Larag, Laya,
Lavagoya.
Laragoya, Wa'aita, Mataya,
Mataya.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Aisha, Gum, Anakaya, Labaya, Taya, Labaya Taya, Labayaki. Verse 31. Wayamar, Ma, Athan, Lak, Wayamar, Jaquab, La'a, Tathan, Laya, Rama, Aisha, Laya, Hadabar, Hazah, Ashrubah, Ashawabah, Araiah, Taza'aka, Taza'anka, Ashamar, verse 32. Ayabar, Bakal, Taza'anka, Taza'anka, Hayawam, Hasar, Basham, Kal, Shah, Naquad, Watal Lawa'a, Wakal, Shah, Hawam, Kawam, Bakash, Bayam,
Bakashabium.
Wakashabi. Wata lawa'a. Lawa'a. Watalawa'a. Wanaquad. Ba'izayam. Wahaya. Shakaria. Verse 33. Wa'ai nata. Wa'ai why nataya. Nahi. Why nothing.
Yeah.
Baya. Taza dak. Taza dak baya. Taza dak dia. Baya wam. Mahar. Makar. Kaya. Tabawa'a. Al. Shakaria. Lapanyaka. Call. Ashar. Ayananwa. Ayannawa. The quad. Watalawa. Watalawa'a. Ba'izayam. Kayawam. Kayawam. Wakawam. Bakshabium. Ganawab. Hawa'a. Athia. Verse 34. Wayamar. Laban. Han. Lawa. Yahaya. Had Barak. Barak.
It's like real.
Kadabarka. Verse 35. Wayasar. Bayawam. Haha. Wa'a. Ath. Hata Yashayam. Hata Yashim. Aquadayam. Aquadium. Wahat. Laayam. Lahat. Laayam. Laayam. Lahat. Laayam. Wa'ath. Call. Hazayam. And a quad. What? Had a quad what? Wahat la'ath. Wahatala'ath. Call. Ashar. Laban. Bawa. Wakal. Kawam. Bakashim. Bakashabium. Wayathan. Bayad. Banayawa. Banyu. Verse 36. Wayasham, Darak, Shalawath,
Shalasha.
Shalashath, Yamayam, Yamayam, sorry.
Yum yum.
Yum Yum Yum. Bayan, Bayan Nawa, Bayan Nawa, Bayan Noah,
Boyenbo.
Bayanwa, Waban, sorry, Waban Yo, Waban Yo,
Wabayam.
Wabayan, Daquab, Walequab, Ra'ai, Ah, Taza, Taza Awa,
That's
Tazaan,
Yeah.
Tazaan, Laban, and Hana, Ra, Hanawatara, Hanawatarath, verse 37, Wayakwath, it's like Wayakwak, Lawa, Yaquab, Maqual. How many verses is this?
All the way through to next chapter, verse 8.
Okay. Laban, Labana, Labana, La'a, Wala, Walawaz, Walawaz,
God.
Walawaz, Wa, Ar, Mawan, Ma'ar Mawan,
Uh,
Ma'ar Mawan, Wayapatazal, Bahan, Pataza, Tazalawath,
but it's all one.
Patazal, Labanya, Laban, Labanwa,
Yeah.
Labanwa, Mashak,
Masasha.
Mak-
Masasha.
Makashak, Halaban, Ashar, Al, Hamalakwat, Hamalakwat,
I'm a qual. What?
Hamakwawat,
Yeah.
verse 38, Wayashak, sorry, verse 38, Wayashab, so Wayatazab,
Yeah.
Wayatazab, Ath, Hamakwawat,
Yeah.
Ashar, Patazal, Bara, Bara, Hatayam, Hatayam,
Barahati.
Barahatyam, Ba, Bashakwat, Bashakwat, Bashakwat,
Mashaquaf.
Bashakwat,
Waf.
Bashakwatwa, Hamayim, Ashar, Taba, Tabaana, Taba, Tabaana,
Tamaan.
Tabaan, Hatazaan, Lashatwa,
Mashakwa.
Lashatwa, Lanaka, La- Lana,
Lanaka.
Lanaka, Hatazaan, Waya, Waya Hum, Waya Come, Waya Come,
Yeah, you got it.
But Ba'an, Baba'an, 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 Lasha Tawath, verse 39, Waya Kamar, second, Waya Kamawa'a, second, Waya Ka, Waya Ka, Mawa, Waya Kamu, Hataza'an, all, Hamar Kwalat, second, Hamar Kwalat, Kwalawat, second, Hamar Kwalawat, Hamakwawa, Watalad, Wataladna, Wataladan, Wataladan, Ataza'an, Aquadium, Naquadium, Watalayam, Watalayam, verse 40, Wahak Shabayam, Wahak Shabiam, Wahak Kashabiam, Wahak Kashabiam, Haprayad, Yaquab, Wayathan, Panya, Ataza'an, Al, Aquad, Wakal, Kawam, Ba'itaza'an, Laban, Bataza'an, Bataza'an, Laban, Wayashak, Lawa, Adarayam, Idarium, Labadua, Labadua, Wala'a, Shatiam, Shatam, Shatam, Al, Taza'an, Laban, verse 41, Wahaya, Bakal, Yacham, Taza'an, Hamakwash, Hamakashwa, Washam, Yaquab, Hamakwa, La Ayanya, Taza'an, Barahakia, Barahatayam, Barahatyam, Laya, Layaman, Layakam, Layakamna, Bamakwawa, verse 42, Wabaha, I, Taya, Waba, Wabahai, Wabaha, Wabaha, Aitaya, Hataza'an, La'a, Yash, Yashamaya, Yashayam, Yashim, Yashayim, Wahaya, Ha'ai, Hayatapayim, Hayatapi, Lalaban, Wahak, Wahak Shorayim,
Waha Koshar Yo.
Wahak Oshayim, Layaquab, verse 43, Wayak Ratiza,
Waya Paratiza.
Wayaparatiza,
You'll hardly connect words in the middle of the root word. It's just the prepositions and then the root word. So Waya Paratiza.
Wayash, Waayash, that's Ha'ayash,
Come.
Ha'ayash, Ma'ad, Ma'ad, Wayahaya, Lawa, Kaza'an, Rabawath, Rabawath, Rabawath,
Come. Rabwa.
Rabawath, Washap, Kawath,
Wa Shapak. Wa.
Washapakwath, Wa'ai, Wa'ibadi, Wa, Wagamorian, Wakam, Ryan, Wakam Ryan,
Wa Khamar.
Wakamarian. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayashmai, Ath, Debaria, Banya, Laban, Lamar, Laqua, Gaikwab, Ath, Call, Ashar, La Abaya, Noah, La Abba, La Aban Yanawa, La Aban Yanawa,
Yeah.
La Aban Yanawa, La Aban Yanawa, La Aban Yanawa, Wa Mashar, Wa Mashar, La Abayanadi, La Bayanawa, Aisha, Ath, Call, Hakabad, Hazah, verse 2, 31 and 2. This book of Genesis 31, verse 2. Wayar, Yaiquab, Ath,
Waya Ra. Slacky. Waya Ra. No, the first one.
Wayara, Yaiquab, Ath, Panya, Laban, Wahana, Wahana, Ayana Noah, Ayana Noah,
Ayan Noah.
Ayan Noah, Imawa, sorry, Kath, Mo, Katmawa. Katamwa. Katamwa. Shalashwan. Verse 3.
Verse 2.
Hmm?
You said verse 2? 3. Okay. So,
Verse 3. Wayamor. Yahweh. All. Yaquab. Shawab. All. Arataza. Abba. Abba.
Abawath Yeka.
Abawati. Abawati. Walam. Walamo. Wa. Lama. Mawa.
Wallah, wallah.
Walam.
It's gonna be a big one. Malama Salakia. Wallah ma waladafka.
Wala mad waladat. Wa haya. Imak. Verse 4. Amik. Waya shalash.
Shalach.
Shalach. Yakwa. Waya kwara. Waya kwara.
Yeah.
Waya kwara. Lara call. Lara call. Wala la. Wala la. Hashda. Hashda. Oh. Taza anaya. Taza anawa. Taza anwa. Verse 5. Wayamar. Lahan. Ra'ah. Anakaya. Ah. Hanya. Abiakan. Kaya. Ayananako. Ayananawa. Ayanwa. Ayannawa. Ayannawa. Alaya. Katamo. Katamo. Shalashim. Shalashim. Wa'a lahaya. Wa'a halaya. Wa'a lahaya. Abaya. Haya. Aimadia. Verse 6. Wa'athna. Yadaika. Yadayathan. Haya. Bakal. Haya. Ibad. Haya. Ibad. Haya. Abiakan. Verse 7. Wa'abayakan. Wa'abayakan. Hathor. Baya. Wahakala. Mashkapa. Mashakartaya. Aisharaf. Manayam. Wala'a. Natanwa. Alahaya. Laharai. Amadaya. Mighty. Verse 8.
It's gonna be the last one.
Verse 8. Ka Yamar Nakwadayam Laquadium Yahaya Shakarka Wayaladwa Call Atazaan Nakwadwum, that's Nakwadium Shika, Yamar Aquadium Yahaya Shakarka Wayaladwa Call Atazaan Aquadium.
She got it in English.
32. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 3.
Oh, no.
28. 30 and 28.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 28. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. Verse 29. And he said unto him, thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. Verse 30. For it was little which thou hadst before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude. And the Lord hath blessed thee since my coming. And now when I shall provide for my own house also.
So this is we just read before that Jacob is trying to leave. He's trying to go back to the land where his father told him to go and raise his family like he was commanded. And he's saying, or Laban asked him, okay, what you want for the work you've done? Now remember, Yaquab means supplanter. So Yaquab has always been like a cunning, like a deal. What's the word? I don't want to. He's always been cunning with with how he handled business. You know what I mean? So like what is that last verse you read, verse 30 said, for it was little which thou had before I came in, it is now increasing to a multitude, and the Lord has blessed thee since my coming. Now I'm saying this because this is going to be important, because remember, Laban said this right before we got here. Like I believe it was in verse 20, like 27. He had just said, for I've learned by experience that the Lord has blessed me for thy sake. He just said the same thing, right? So he's like, all right. So let's see. I just want to point that out, because I don't know if we're gonna get to it. We might. I don't know if we're gonna get to it yet, but we gonna see Laban do a complete 360 from what he's saying right now. It's like, go ahead, we don't.
Come. Verse 31. And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. Verse 32. I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire.
Right. So he wants a piece of what he helped cultivate through all these 20 years. You know what I mean? If he would have taken like something like some money or something small, like something temporary, like he would end up working for Laban forever. You know what I mean? So he wanted something that he could take back to to his and like provide for his own. Go ahead, read on.
Okay. Verse 34, that's verse 33. So shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face.
And he's saying, so I want he's saying that he wants the spotted and the speckled amongst the sheep and amongst the cattle, right? So while he's taking care of them, you're gonna see his hire. You're gonna see how much his worth is. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be, it's gonna be shown before your face what what he deserves to be to get, so that he could take home. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 33. Every one that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen with me.
So if you see, he said, all right, I'm gonna take these speckled and spotted, and if you see any, so that way if you see me with any that aren't speckled and spotted, you know that I'm a thief. But if you don't, you know that I'm not a thief, that I'm an honest man, that I did you right, like I've been doing for these last 23 or it's like 20 years. Remember Laban, at first he made him serve 7 years for Rachel, and then he tricked him and gave him Leah instead. And then he gave him he gave him Rachel for another 7 years. So he tricked him out of another 7 years, tricked him into getting the wife that he didn't come for, and he served him another 6 years. So he just been playing games with his wages this entire time. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 35. And he removed that day the he goats that were ring straight and spotted, and all the she goats that were speckled and spotted, and every one that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons.
Now remember, Jacob has been, he's been dealing with cattle pretty much, all his life. Like he is very skilled and knowledgeable of how to, how to take care of livestock.
Right.
The breeding and the, all of that. We gonna see what he do. Go ahead.
I will come. Verse 36. And he said 3 days' journey betwixt himself and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks. Verse 37. And Jacob took him rods of green poplar and of the hazel and chestnut tree, and peeled white streaks in them, and made the white appear which was in the rods. Verse 38. And he set the rods which he had peeled before the flocks in the gutters in the watering troughs, when the flocks came to drink, that they should conceive when they came to drink. And the flocks conceived before the rods, and brought forth cattle ring straight, speckled and spotted. And Jacob did separate the lambs, and set the faces of the flocks toward the ring straight, and all the brown in the flock of Laban. And he put his own flocks by themselves, and put them not unto Laban's cattle. Verse 41. And it came to pass, whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive, that Jacob laid the rods before the eyes of the cattle in the gutters, that they might conceive among the rods. But when the cattle were feeble, he put them not in. So the feebler were Laban's, and the stronger Jacob's. Verse 43. And the man increased exceedingly, and he had much cattle and maidservants, and men servants, and camels and asses.
Go ahead.
This book of Genesis chapter 31, verse 1 in English. And he heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's hath he gotten all this glory.
Now you see how they gonna do it? So they just made a deal, right? So they made a deal, all the ring straight and all the speckled is gonna be to Jacob. And the rest of them that was like that wasn't, go to Laban.
Right.
That was the deal that they made. And Laban was like, all right, bet. Exactly what you just said, that's what's gonna happen. And then he did that. Jacob did that. All the ring straight that was coming out of his flock, he would separate them. Every time the cattle had what's it called? Yeah, calf that was ring straight or speckled, he separated. And because of that, because of the deal that he struck with Laban, that he agreed to, Jacob's flock and his possessions grew.
If I could, please. Hey, what this chapter is bringing out is so heavy, man. Like even what Jacob brought out, that's still a thing in the farming culture now. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as people try to discredit the Bible and say this, Egypt was for this, you don't find their culture, you know what I'm saying, like being practiced today. Well, I mean you do, but what this is bringing out, if I could, I'm gonna just show this picture right quick. So like, this picture right here, because we had a chance to, it was a brother that came out, and he invited us to the school or to his farm, and his brother was just talking farming, and he's like, yeah, I got my Jacob sheep over here. And Yeah, and we like, hold on, wait. And this is what the sheep look like. So like, let me show this picture right quick. It was this exactly right here.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was breaking down the scripture and didn't even really understand what he was breaking down, but it's all right here in our records. It's written. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just want to bring that out real quick.
That's heavy. That's heavy right there. Like it's so crazy. Like the priest just said. Like everybody try to discredit the Bible and discredit the culture that's within the Bible. Yet every other nation or every other society of people that wants to thrive,
right,
they follow this culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, how much more can we thrive, and how much more can the true chosen people that this culture pertains to? How much more can we thrive if we follow this culture and it belongs to us?
Right.
You know what I mean? So what the priest just brought out was super heavy. You know what I mean? But where was we at? Start verse 1. Read verse 30 and verse 1 again.
30 and
31 and 1.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis 31, verse 1. And he heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob hath taken away all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's hath he gotten all his glory.
That's crazy. Now, a second ago, it was all Laban was blessed because of Jacob's presence, and that the Lord was clearly with him, because ever since he came up in there, he started to prosper, and he started to, you know what I mean, his stock grew. He got he had gotten a lot of glory from Jacob's presence. And now you see, now they see Jacob growing, you know what I mean, and benefiting from his service to Laban and the deal that they made. Now they get a little bitter, they get a little salty. Go ahead. And mind you, this is family too, which is crazy. Go ahead.
Right. I will come. Verse 2. And Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban, and behold, it was not toward him as before.
Dang, and now Laban salty. That's crazy. Just a second ago, he was all, "Oh, I'm blessed because of you," and I believe that I believe that ain't the first time he said that either. I believe he said it another time before, when he asked them to serve him in the next 6 years. Before he asked him to serve him another 6 years, he said, "I'm blessed because of you, because of what you've done, because of how you've taken care of my flocks, and you know what I mean. I'm blessed because of you, because of your presence, because the Lord is with you." But now, now Laban salty at him, and he ain't giving that same energy that he was before. Go ahead.
I will come. Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Jacob, Return unto the land of thy fathers, and to thy kindred, and I will be with thee.
So he's like, all right, it's time for you to go. The Most High told Jacob, go ahead and return back to the land of your fathers, like Isaac told him to, like Isaac charged him to. You know what I mean? Take everything that you got that belongs to you and go. Go ahead.
Oh, come on, verse 4. And Jacob sent and called Rachel and led to the field to his flock.
And remember this too. It said in verse 2, it said, Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban, and behold, it was not toward him as before. Now I don't think we're gonna get to it. But well, I'll save it for next week. But remember that for next week, that his countenance, Laban's countenance, wasn't the same to Jacob as it was before. Laban was acting different. Go ahead, read on from where you was at.
Oh, come on. Verse 4. And Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock. Verse 5. And said unto them, I see your father's countenance, that it is not toward me as before, but the God of my father hath been with me. Verse 6. And ye know that with all my power I have served your father. Verse 7. And your father hath deceived me, and changed my wages 10 times, but God suffered him not to hurt me. Verse 8. If he said thus, the speckled shall be thy wages, then all the cattle bear speckled. And if he said thus, the ring straight shall be thy hire, then bear all the cattle ring straight.
So he's saying, like, I struck a fair deal with your father. He agreed. And now he's looking at how it turned out, and now he's salty. You know what I mean? And now he want to treat him different. But I believe that's the last verse. We're gonna leave it right there and pick it up next week. All right. With that, we say I Majim, which means to stand. We're going to salute the Torah. This one.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
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 All right. Sar Wapan Yahakwadon, which means turn to face the east. So do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Melatoka. Taba'ah. Rachazaka. Hayah. Ba'Rachazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathana now. Lakum. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawath now. Kasalak now. Kabawath now. Wala'ah. Tabi'ah now. Bansa one. Abal. Hawashah now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala'ah. Wahatapara. La'awalamya. Aman.
In English, our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy
That will be done.
That will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us, as we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
So be it. The prayer for the power in the Hebrew, the Hakak, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Baruch Nathan Slaki. Nathan now. Hakak, Rapa'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Manawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Laquayam, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Latama'ala, La Gershon, Ba'Shem Yahushua, the Waraman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. This is prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wa Yashala. Wahab Yatsapari. Barak. Ba'Shem Yahushua. The Waraman.
Yeah, in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And the school.
In
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
You.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahoharya,
Ahoharya,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azaria,
Azaria,
Mayam,
Mayam,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha,
Asha,
Shemayu,
Shemayu,
Warataza,
Warataza,
Al Yathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Shemarka,
Shemarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shemarka,
Shemarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazarka,
Tazarka,
Al Yad,
Al Yad,
Yam Yanka,
Yamyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemash,
Yashemash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makara,
Makara,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atnapashka,
Atnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaathka,
Tazaathka,
Wabuaka,
Wabuaka,
Mata,
Ma'atah,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Awalam.
Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From which comes my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
Who thou suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee when I slumber.
He that keepeth thee when I slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth,
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Aldam Yalaka,
Yalaka.
Alta Karash,
Alta Karash.
Alta Shaquat,
Alta Shaquat.
All,
All.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Hana,
Hana.
Awayabika,
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan,
Yawan.
Wamashanayaka,
Mashanayaka.
Sha'awa,
Yahweh.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'aram Yamwa,
Yahweh.
Sawad,
Sawad.
Wayata, Salakia, Wayata Atazawa,
Wayata Ya'atzul.
Altazapawanyaka,
Alta the Pawani.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam.
Magalya,
Magalia.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Shem Yasha'ala,
Shem Yasha'ala.
Iwad,
Iwad.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawa Atazawa,
Ya'atzul.
La,
La.
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa.
Al Yakab,
Al-Yakab.
Bar Yathia,
Baryathu.
Karathwa,
Barathu.
Ahoya,
Ahoya.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Wayashama'alia,
Wayashama'alia.
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaryam,
Wahagaryam.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat,
Wa'amalat.
Halashath,
Halashath.
Am Yashabi,
Yashabi.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gumashawar,
Gamashawar.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Imam,
Imam.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Zarawad,
Zarawad.
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Asha,
Aisha.
Laham,
Laham.
Kamadia,
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sara'a,
Asiyah Sara'ah.
Kayabian,
Kayabian.
Banakal,
Banakal.
Kwayashwan,
Bayashwan.
Nashayadmawa,
Nashayadmawa.
Bayan,
Bayan.
Dara,
Dara.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Daman,
Daman.
La Dama,
Ladama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nayadamawa,
Nayadamwa.
Kaira,
Kaira.
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba.
Wakatazamana,
Wakazamana.
Karnasiyakamwa,
Kanasayakam.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha.
Lanawa,
Lanawa.
Ath,
Ath.
Nawath,
Nawath.
Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala,
Kagagala.
Kakwash,
Kakwash.
Lapanya,
Lapanya.
Rakah,
Rakah.
Kaash,
Ka'ash.
Tabayari,
Taba'ari Ira.
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba.
Talahat,
Talahat.
Haryam,
Haryam.
Khan,
Khan.
Tharadapma,
Tharadapma.
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika.
Wabasa Wapatka,
Wabasa Wapatka.
Tabalaham,
Yabalaham.
Mala'a,
Mala'ah.
Panyaham,
Panyaham.
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa,
Yabakwashwa.
Shimka,
Shimka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa.
Yabawa,
Yabawa.
Ayai,
Ayai.
Wayakapawa,
Wayakapawa.
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa.
Wayad, Slaki, Wayad Daiwa,
Wayaiwa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Ata,
Ata.
Shimka,
Shimka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Labadka,
Labadka.
Ayawan,
Ayawan.
Alkahar Ratazah.
In the English. In English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence,
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O power.
Be not still, O power.
For lo,
Thine enemies
make a tumult.
make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come,
Let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more.
may be no more
In
in remembrance.
But they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assure also is joined with them.
Assure also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As unto Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as done for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Ziel.
And like Ziel.
Yea. All their princes.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said,
let
us take to ourselves
the
house of the power, in possession, Oh my power, make them like the wheel,
as
the stubble before the wind,
as the
fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
set at the mountains on fire,
So
persecute them without tempest, and make them afraid with that storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame.
and perish.
That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth.
This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Why
Yahweh Shai. Why Mayaka Allah. Why Allahayim. Salakia. Matazaba'ah. Alawat Yahana. Ha Alawapia. Ha Saranya. Ha Kotazayanya. Ha Kayayu. Wagwathia. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Waraman.
In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And
Yahushua.
And Michael.
And the angels.
Commander General Yahana. The generals.
Captains.
The
officers.
The troopers. And the sisters.
Yahweh.
In the name of
Yahushua.
Thank you.
So be it.
The curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evil. And curses. And punishment. And destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Our prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the teachers. It's like it. And the school. Send evil. And curses. And punishment. And destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose. The treasure of the rich. Of Israel. That refuse. To give to the school. Force their riches. To enter to that sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment. And destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Space Force. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airways. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. All the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plague shake the house. Of the thief.
And the murderer.
Let Yahushua. Michael. And Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. All right, sorry. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Individual reminder Shabbat. Salaki. All right, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Individual reminder Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh Yahushua.
Yajim Matah. Sorry, we're going to turn to face the sisters. Give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Individual reminder Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh Yahushua.
Yajim Matah. Dismissed.